Hello, I'm Nish Kumar. You may recognise me from political comedy programmes or indeed Nando's. But I'm not here to talk about the news or hot chicken. I'm talking cinema. Yes, this is the latest in the franchise that is the Nish Kumar movie quiz. And let me tell you, there's nothing like the fifth movie in a franchise. And that's what's inspired my round. Nish Kumar, movie quiz 5, a good day to quiz hard. This time, it's personal. You'll be posed some questions, each about a different fifth film in a franchise.
Oh, no.
For each one, you must channel your inner Hollywood producer and invent a ridiculous but believable answer. But wait! There's a plot twist. Wiki wiki! When we get to the end, whoever's tricked the most people into picking their fakes will win a bonus point. Are you ready? Of course you are! Let's begin! OK, question number 1. In 1989's Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, who does Captain James T. Kirk go in search of? Who does James Tiberius Kirk go in search of? OK, your fake answers are in. Remember, 3 of these are fake and 1 of them is correct. Let's now look at the 4 answers. So, was Captain Kirk looking for A, the Lost Temple of Najiva?
Thank you, Rosie.
B, God. C, more initials. Or D, his dad, Trevor. Pick a plot point now.
Oh.
What is the Lost Temple on the jet?
Don't make out that you didn't know what that was. OK, let's see what answers you picked. Maisie, what did Captain James T. Kirk go in search of?
I've put God.
Yeah. Rosie Jones, what did you put?
I think his daddy called Trevor.
Richard Ayoade.
God.
Oh.
The correct answer is, in fact, God.
Of course it is.
Now, let's see who gave us these 3 fake answers. Amazingly, Rosie Jones.
Well, I've done something very clever.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
The Java is the anagram for...
Vagina.
Vagina!
I'm no countdown expert, and even I got that.
That means points go to Maisie and Richard.
I need them.
For question 2, what I want to know is, what was the full name of Leprechaun 5? Which, by the way, stars the formidable acting duo of Warwick Davis and Mr. Ice-T.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Of course it was. It's a naughties.
OK, let's see what the options are. What was the full name of Leprechaun 5? Was it one of these options? The Haunted Shamrock, Leprechaun Down Under, Leprechaun in the Hood, or This Time It's Racist? So, which one of these do you think is the real full name of Leprechaun 5?
I haven't even heard of the first 4 leprechauns.
OK, let's go through your answers. Maisie, what did you go for?
I thought maybe Leprechaun in the Hood.
Rosie Jones.
Same in the hood.
Richard Ayoade.
Of course it's in the hood.
It is, of course, Leprechaun in the Hood. Now, let's see who's responsible for each one of these, in their own way, monstrosities. So, it was Maisie who came up with the Haunted Shamrock, Rosie who came up with Leprechaun Down Under, and Richard who came up with This Time It's Racist, which is actually the name of the title of the 2nd volume of Richard's memoirs.
Yeah.
Question 3. What was the tagline to the Moscow set masterpiece, Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard? Write your fake answers now. It's an interesting movie, this one. And I'm using interesting there incorrectly. OK, what have you suggested could be the tagline for the Russian set Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard? We've got, he put in a lot of effort. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Russia.
That is strong.
From Russia with hate, and this time it's racist. I think somebody's trying to get a catchphrase going. Which one of those 4 options do you believe was the real tagline of Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard?
Oh, I don't know. I'm stuck between 2. And I need the points. I really need the points.
I am delighted to see somebody finally taking this show seriously. Maisie, what did you go for?
I've gone for Yippee-Ki-Yay, Mother Russia.
Rosie Jones, what have you gone for?
The same.
Okay.
You've gone for Yippee-Ki-Yay, Mother Russia?
Yes,
Richard?
it has to be. I mean, a pun of that standard,
Yeah.
you only get on the 5th go.
The correct answer is, of course, B. It was Yippee-Ki-Yay, Mother Russia.
I nearly went C.
Hang on. Now, let's see who made up what. Maisie, he put in a lot of effort. Very nice.
Right.
Very nice.
Rosie, from Russia with Hate.
Another strong pun.
And, of course, the future T-shirt slogan, this time it's racist. So, question 4. Let's end with a question about gruesome demises. In Final Destination 5, how does the character Isaac die while visiting a Chinese spa?
Spoiler alert.
I don't think it's a spoiler alert to suggest that somebody dies in a Final Destination
Yeah, but
franchise film,
Isaac?
Richard.
I love Isaac.
The deaths in Final Destination are so outlandish, though,
Yeah.
aren't they?
This is an extraordinary franchise of outlandish deaths, so you really need to factor that in when you're making up your BS answer.
OK.
OK. How did the iconic character of Isaac reach his final destination? Let's have a look at the options. Was he A, crushed by a Buddha? B, boiled in a hot tub? C, he dies naturally in his sleep? Or D, he drowns in sweet and sour sauce?
Oh, I'd love that.
You would love to drown in sweet and sour sauce?
If it's so tasty.
You know you can get the exact same sensation from just eating it.
Have you all picked one of your deaths?
Gosh, I think
Yeah.
we've all picked our own deaths.
OK, Maisie, which one did you think was the real method of Isaac, spoiler alert's death?
I think Isaac was boiled in a hot tub.
Rosie Jones, how do you think he died?
I think he was crushed by a Buddha.
Boiled in a hot tub, crushed in a Buddha. These are all fantastic titles of album tracks. Richard?
I also feel he was crushed by a Buddha because I think no one here is so insensitive to suggest that.
Yeah, so let's look at the correct answer. It was, of course, he was crushed by a
Of course he was
Buddha.
crushed by a Buddha.
Now, let's see who made up what. Now, before I give you the final scores of
Okay.
this round, let me tell you that 2 players have got bonus points for being the people who successfully tricked their co-competitors. And those 2 people are Maisie and Rosie! They get a bonus point each. And at the end of that round, Maisie scored 4, Rosie scored 4, and unbelievably, Richard also scored 4!
I've watched a lot of films this year, and frankly, most of them are terrible. Badly acted, poorly written, and problematic in their depictions of women and ethnic minorities. And these are just the ones by Richard Curtis. So I've taken it upon myself to save the film industry. I've made some versions of some classic films, the Toussaint cuts. For legal reasons, they're not remakes, they're cries for help. So all you've got to do is guess the film. 1 point for each correct answer. OK, here's your first film. And I thought I'd start off with my nan's favourite Toussaint cut.
Aw.
They're alive, I tell you, with music. Terrible music. They've sung the same songs for 1,000 years, over and over again. It's like play something new, but they never do. They never do. It's always Coldplay. They keep playing Viva La Vida. It's not even their best song. Chris Martin says it's about the French Revolution. But it's just melodic gibberish. Oh, God. He's just rhymed string with king.
Please ignore my homage there to the Blair Witch Project, stroke my slight nervous breakdown at the end, and just name the other film that you saw.
OK.
Do we have any fans of Coldplay
Yeah,
in?
I love Coldplay.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I think they get a real rough time of it.
Richard, you seem like kind of a person who would be a fan of their kind of middle of the road.
Sorry, I was just going to take that as a compliment because it's the first time someone said that I seemed like a person.
Kiri, what do you have as the film?
I've gone for Sound of Music.
What, was there something in particular that led you to that?
Yeah, it was the lyrics from the the Sound of Music.
Lou, what have you got?
Can I just say some more on the Coldplay issue?
Yes, please. I don't think that's dead.
Well, they've become a scapegoat, like hummus. You know how people, like, make fun of hummus? And you'd still want to be liked. Just because you've got money, you'd still want to be liked. And everyone's so mean about them. I just feel really bad for them. And they do a lot for charity, but I've also written Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, OK. Richard?
I mean, also on the Coldplay thing, I don't feel that they're being particularly... Sound of Music, but I don't know that they're being particularly got at.
I just don't want them at home feeling sad.
They're not at home.
Where are they?
They're hot air ballooning.
OK, I feel better now, imagining them all in
And they're in
balloons.
Zorb balls. Chris is down at the gym. Sorry.
So, you've all gone for The Sound of Music, and I can reveal that the correct answer was The Sound of Music.
Oh, well done. That's sweet, really.
Point for everyone. This next one is a topical spin on a classic, OK?
Boo! 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 Hey, why are you booing the players? We're fans. We're meant to be supporting them. Because they're taking the knee. They're Marxists. They're not Marxists. They're millionaire footballers. They don't believe in a state-owned transfer market. But Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organisation. Why, you're nothing but a coward booing your own team from up here in the stands. You're right, I am a coward. I'm just scared of a socialist-based political system as all previous attempts have ended in totalitarianism. Why don't you come with us? We're on the way to see the gaffer now, to get him some emotional intelligence to help him stop thinking with his penis. I'm sure he can give you some better politics, one which balances the desire to preserve cherished traditions and heritage with the need for a progressive, forward-looking, hopeful outlook that represents all our shared interests. He can really do all that? Sure, you put it on the side of a bus, so it must be true.
Kiri, it's come to you. What film have we got?
I've gone for The Wizard of Oz.
What was it about that you think maybe?
My first clue was the little dog,
Yeah.
and I thought, got Dorothy vibes, as soon as you got a little Toto in there.
Fun fact about that, originally in my version there wasn't a dog, but the studio, and by studio I mean my nan, said I should have one in because she'd be worried that it wouldn't be as commercially viable without one. All right, Lou, what have you got?
Bambi.
Bambi. OK. Richard, what is it?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
OK. Right, the correct answer was The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Yeah!
So that's points to Kiri and to Richard. All right, here's your next Toussaint cut. It's a short one, so keep your eyes peeled.
Oh my God. So this is what happened to the UK after Boris Johnson became Prime Minister. Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
So that there was my prediction for next year. But what is the film?
It's an actual film.
It's the ending to a film.
Is the film been released yet?
Has it been released?
Look, you're being very hostile. When people come on your show, you're supposed to be nice to them.
That is not the USP of this show.
All right, Kiri, what have you got?
I've got Planet of the Apes, brackets. I feel like it was a disaster film called, like, 2020 or something. But then I also think it might be The Day After Tomorrow, but I panicked about spelling tomorrow.
Lou?
Apocalypse Now.
OK, Richard?
It's Planet of the Apes.
You got Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
OK. The correct answer was The Planet of the Apes. That is a point to you, Richard, and that's a point to you, Kiri.
Yay!
Are we ready for the last Toussaint cut?
Yes.
Yeah.
OK, here we go.
Your name's April. Well, April, you certainly put a spring in my step. You're not interested? Yeah, OK, no problem. You're a nuclear scientist. Fascinating. Perhaps you could check out my nuclear reactor. It's about ready to explode. My penis. I'm talking about my penis. You're still not interested? Yeah, okay, sure, no problem. The printer's not working again, or my cannon never jams. That's a completely inappropriate thing to say to your manager in the workplace. Yeah, sure, now I'll get on with my work. What have you got for me? It's a final written warning for sexual harassment in the workplace. Do pay attention to it.
Don't behave like Jim. There's no place for sexual harassment in or out of the workplace. OK, Kiri, what have you got?
I don't think it's a film. I think it's a TV series. Chernobyl, I've written.
What?
Because you said a nuclear explosion.
OK, Lou, what have you got?
Well, it's one of the Bond films.
Yeah, OK.
I couldn't remember a single name of a Bond film. I know there's one that's got the sky in it.
Yeah.
And I've written Skywalker, but I know that's... No, I know that's a name from Luke Skywalker, so I think I've merged the two.
Richard, what have we got?
I put What Women Want from Mel Gibson. He didn't direct it, he's just in it.
I can tell you that the correct answer actually was any James Bond film.
Yes!
Because they're all the same.
Yes! You can't believe I got a point for that, can you?
OK, that's the end of my round, and I'd like to thank my family, my mum, my nan, my wonderful girlfriend G, members of the Academy, Marcus Rashford, Gareth Southgate and the rest of the England team, and, of course, most importantly of all, Captain Tom. I know you're looking down on us from up there. This one's for you. And after all that, Lou, you scored 2. Kiri scored 3. And Richard, you scored 3.
OK, so not sure if any of you caught my round last series where I jumped out of a plane asking music questions, but it turns out you can do anything you want on this show, no expenses spared, providing you shoehorn in a quiz. So, take a look at this VT, pop your answers down on your pads, and try not to dwell on how big a mistake you made by doing your round in the studio. If you're struggling, maybe pay attention to what's going on for a little cue. Let's play the VT. Question 1. Which John Hughes film was set in a school library? Question 2. Kenny Loggins wrote a song for which film of the same name? Question 4. Which Bond film features the villain Scaramanga? Back that up for me, bruv.
Why are we funding your show reel? That's what I don't understand.
All right, so the first question I asked you was, which John Hughes film is set in a school library? All right, Josh, what did you put?
Tanya, you know how you didn't eat chocolate? I don't really watch films.
Oh.
Genuinely. I just watch, like, John Fury interviews on YouTube.
Babe?
I went for Dead Poets Society.
Oh, OK. And Joe, what did you put?
I've put The History Boys, or that one with Robin Williams in that was crap.
OK.
Can I just say, off the record, thank I didn't do that. I would have had a stroke just walking to the plane.
Richard, what did you put, darling?
It's The Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. You know this. This is my lane.
And the correct answer was The Breakfast Club.
Thank you.
All right, the second question I asked was, Kenny Loggins wrote a song for which film of the same name? If you know the answer in the audience, is this a good clue? Yeah. It's a great clue, isn't it? Man. Josh, you ready, babe?
Yeah. This isn't right, I don't think. I put Happy Feet.
Joe, what did you put?
I put Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins wrote a song for which film with the same name? Kenny Loggins.
No, yeah, because... And Richard?
Footloose.
Footloose. Oh, yeah. OK, it was Footloose! Now, question 3. In 2018, which movie won the Oscar for Best Picture? Josh, how you doing, babe?
Now,
You all right?
I do know this.
Yeah?
But I don't know the name of it.
It sounds a little bit like you don't know it.
I can remember it winning.
Yeah?
And I know I know one of the words.
Yeah?
Oh.
But I
That's
don't know
good.
it. Beyond that, I'm struggling.
OK.
There's more than one word in it.
In my belief,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Josh, what did you put?
Something water.
I like that. Joe?
I put Parasite ×3 because that's a bloody great film. I think it might not have been that year, but I put it ×3 because he said there was more than one word.
OK, and Richard?
I thought it looked like it was night, so I put Moonlight.
Ah, get it.
That's the
It's
R
wrong,
of no.
though. The correct answer is The Shape of Water. Yeah.
I told you I knew that one.
Which means no points for anyone.
That's a point.
All right, the next question I asked was, which Bond film features the villain Scaramanga? Richard, I think you'd be good in Bond. You'd be a great villain.
OK.
I think you'd be a good Bond, actually.
Thank
A
you, Jo.
Bond?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't say it with such disgust.
I just feel like Bond's got a little bit more energy. He wants to...
Bond is wasting his energy. If I were Bond, I'd get twice as much done. But I wouldn't spend all that time, you know, driving in fast cars. I'd get public transport.
What would you look like as a Bond? Let me see you do Bond.
I am doing Bond.
Just say Bond, James Bond.
Hi. For a start, I wouldn't repeat it. I'd just go, I am James Bond. Why are you here?
Josh?
Yeah.
What did you put?
I've put John Fury calls out Jake Paul in brackets. In brackets, brutally honest.
I love that you know none of these answers. Joe?
I put fish finger or Goldfinger.
Ah, I like that. OK, and Richard?
The man with the golden gun.
Well, the correct answer was the man with the golden gun.
Yes.
Now, this is the last question. In which movie does Harrison Ford play the president?
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
OK.
I mean, it really looks like you've had the explosive diarrhea of a ghost. But
Josh, what do you put?
John Fury and son Tyson open up an upcoming fight. In brackets, Air Force One.
Joe, what did you...
Well, I'm afraid I took the picture as a literal clue. And I put blowing smoke out of your ass.
That actually came runner-up in the 2018 Academy Awards. The other one.
Richard, what did you put?
Air Force One.
Air Force One. And the correct answer, I can tell you, was Air Force One. And our final points are, Joe, you scored 0 points. Josh, you scored 1 point, but flying high with 4 points is Richard.